So we're getting ready to go on a jet ski trip to the Bahamas, and we're going to be gone for a total of 9 days. Now, on our way over, we're going to ski over to South Bimini. We're going to stay at a resort for the evening. The next day, we're going to go on to Great Harbor Cay, and we're going to do the same stop on our way back. So total of 9 days before we're back to Miami. But on the way over, we need some food because we don't know what exactly the food conditions are going to be on Great Harbor Cay, which is our main destination when we get into the Berry Island chain, which is part of the Bahamas. So there is a grocery store over there. Not sure how stocked it's going to be. There's also supposedly a guy on the island that makes pizza, but you have to call it in ahead of time and let them know what you want via WhatsApp. And so we're not quite sure what we're getting into. So we definitely need to bring some food. So I want to just share with you guys what we're going to bring with us. A total of 3 people are going to be on Great Harbor Cay. Let's see, 5 nights. There's going to be 3 people, and 6 nights there's going to be 2. So definitely need to survive. So show you here, we're going to have bringing 2 like main dinners. I figured the other nights we can hopefully find a restaurant. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we're going to start. I don't know, but we have Spam. So we're going to do a Spam dinner one night. Spam with brown rice and these little lentil packs. Those will be pretty good. Another night we are going to do Richie's tortellini with tomato basil sauce. And then don't really have any other dinners planned, but we also don't eat a whole lot. So there's granola, we have mangoes, we have dried nuts, we also have a thing of salami, or I think this is sopressata. Don't have any cheese because that would melt. Also don't have any refrigeration on the way over. I just have a cooler bag, and then this one doesn't actually have any cooler aspects. It's just I needed some extra space to put a couple things because this doesn't all fit in here. We also have Cliff Bars, fruit bars, dried fruit, a ton of these little liquid IV and some liquid Pedialyte. So if for some reason we get over there and we need some sugar, we'll be okay. Now again, I'm still banking on the fact that we're going to be able to buy food on the islands, but this is just the extra so we don't starve. So I'm going to show you how all of this food fits in here, which hopefully I can remember how to put it in. I'm not quite sure, but we'll find out. If I would have been really into this, I would have figured out how many calories this is, and a calorie count, you know, basically ensured we're not going to die, but I think we'll be okay. The thing is, too, is that we can also, you know, we're never going to be that far away from civilization, so if we get really hungry, we can just take the jet skis, leave the island, go restock, and go back. So we're definitely not going to die. It's going to be an adventure, so we'll see. It's not a ton of room either. We're bringing 2 super racks, which is a rack system that fits on the back of the jet ski. And with that, you know, you can put a ton of stuff on. But we're also having to bring water because on the islands they collect rainwater. But you know, you're also going to be out there. We don't know if something happens. We need to make sure that we have that with us. So we're going to bring some filters as well to have water for the duration of our stay. And we're also, of course, bringing fuel because there may be times where there's not going to be a whole lot of fuel, or we might get a little bit further away than we wanted to from a marina. Or we've also heard you can get out there and the marina is just out of fuel. So you know, that's not something that we want to have to get a chance. So I'm banking on it's going to be easier if we're starving, so we give us food than somebody give us fuel. And I'd rather have fuel than food. You know, you can live peace about it, so I think we'll be okay. And I'm trying to pack all of these little protein bars around the other food that's in here. There's not a whole lot of room. Having to rely on this other bag as well to put some of these other items in, spaghetti sauce, and it's a giant thing of crackers. Hopefully this little thing from IKEA is going to be enough water, or watertight enough silicone. It seals, and then you have another seal on top. It's kind of like a reusable Ziploc bag. But there's not a ton of room, so There's also some Aussie bites here, so it's going to be a great source of protein and fiber while we're out there. This way I'm using every square inch available of this little bag. Had this all in here once. We'll see if it goes back in. I'm not really sure, but hopefully it will. If not, I know how I did this before. Before I got it ready, I opened the majority of these food items and got the air out of them. And you'd be surprised how much air is actually in packaging. It's kind of wild, but that's just how it is. And that will work like this, hopefully. Now this bag is waterproof, so it should be good, and unless it's submerged or anything crazy like that. Now these other items. This is a bag that's going to be holding there's a mezzo tent in here with like a sunshade, and there's also a couple beach towels in here on the bottom that roll up. So that's going to cushion the glass here for our pasta sauce. And the worst case, this is going to be on the back of the ski. This bag is not waterproof, but it's going to get some water. It's going to get splashed, but I think this stuff should be fine in this bag going across. Only thing I'm a little bit worried about is the crackers, but they don't fit in there, so worst case scenario, we lose our Ritz crackers. And we're also going to stop at probably a Buc-ee's on the way down and get a ton of beef jerky and put that in here. So there is going to be more protein. You can live off beef jerky for a couple days. If you can't, you know what that is. I think we're definitely going to survive. Is it going to be in crazy style? No, but hopefully we'll find a restaurant and go out to eat at least one or two nights, or go to a bar and do some pizza, something like that. These apples, obviously I'm not going to pack them in yet. We're not leaving. We're going to buy these down in Miami, along with some oranges and some fruit thrown in here. But all of that does fit. So we should be set. And there is a little bit of room left for some beef jerky in there. And now we are fully packed. And these bags will go on the back of our super rocks, which we'll get to see at some point with all of our fuel and those things. So hopefully we don't starve. It's going to be interesting.